Hello everyone and welcome. Today we are going to present our Phonics project. Learning English as a second language is a journal file with challenges and rewards. As we embark on this exploration, we encounter various language barriers that shape our learning experience, both professionally and personality. These barriers are the small obstacles we face as we strive to communicate effectively in English. In this video, we delve into the insignificant journey from a survey conducted among students of Grade 1AB 112. We'll be undercon the most common barriers they are be encountered and explore the diverse methods they are employed to enhance their English proficiency. By understanding these challenges and learning strategies, we aim to discover effective approach that can help you overcome language barriers and achieve fluency.
This part of the work is about what result we get in our investigations. This graph illustrates the English proficiency level of the participants. As you can see, the 23.1% of the participants are the beginner level, the 61.5% are at the intermediate level, and the 15.4% are at the advanced level. In this graphic, we can see how many hours per week the students study English outside the class. The answer we can get is the 53.8% study 1 hour per week or less, the 30.8% study 1 to 3 hours per week, the 7.7% study 3 to 5 hours per week, and the 7.7 study more than 5 hours per week. This graph illustrates the study techniques participants use most frequently. It shows that 30.8% of the participants read books, the 19.2% watch series or movies, the 38.5% use language learning apps, the 7.7% watch and hear a lot of videos in English, the 7.7% speak with someone who knows English, and the 7.7% listen music in English. The next graph shows the participants' evaluation of their progress in speaking English since they started use these techniques. It revealed that the 50% of the participants report a moderate progress, the 16.7% report a great progress, the 33.3% report a little progress, and 0% report no improvement. And finally, this graph identifies the main barriers participants face in improving their English. It showed that the 7.7% of participants cite lack of time, the 30.8% face difficulty with grammar, the 23.1% struggle with lack of vocabulary, the 23.1% fear to make mistakes, the 30.8% report a lack of practice with native speakers, and the 7.7% mention remembering to apply English grammar rules as a barrier. The survey revealed that bilingual executive communication students in 1EB 121 group have an intermediate knowledge of English but face several barriers that limit their progress. Their study methods tend to be passive, the time devoted to learning English is limited. To improve English proficiency, a combination of more active and structured study techniques is recommended, along with an increase in amount of the time spent studying. Additional addressing the main barrier identified, such as a grammar and lack of interaction with native speakers, could facilitate more significant progress.
Mates, my name is Leah and I'm going to make an analysis and comparison about our article and what I found from internet from the Oxford article. One, our article shows why English matter, what are the best way to learning, what are the common challenges, and also how to overcome those challenges. While the Oxford article shows what are those effective learning tips and who can be like get organized, keep your study material in order, and also how we can immerse yourself like or ourselves watching English shows, reading books, and following education social media accounts, and practicing regularly and like making learning fun and consistent. And also what we can do is overcoming challenge, like learning from our mistakes and use technology and engage with others to improve. And then to make a comparison, I see that in the learning methods, both stress the importance on immersion and using various resources like books and media. The challenge and motivation both highlight the need to overcome fear and maintain motivation, and in the strategies, both suggest clear goals and regular practice, and also our study emphasize self-study will offers adds more practical steps like organization and using social media. And in the key differences that I could see, and in our investigation focuses more on self-study and specific challenges, while in the Oxford article offers broader practical advising, including organization and enjoying the learning process. Both approaches agree that immersion, regular practice, and overcoming psychological barriers are crucial for mastering English. Thank you.
General conclusion about study methods and barriers to learning English. Learning effective study methods and knowing how to deal with barriers to learning English are critical to success in learning the language. Appropriate studying methods such as regular practice, immersion in the language, and use of varied resources facilitate retention and understanding. At the same time, recognizing and overcoming common barriers such as a lack of motivation, anxiety, and time constraints, allowing students to maintain progress and achieve their goals. With a strategic approach and positive mindset, learning English becomes a more manageable and rewarding process.